my mom dressed me up as a girl. All the way. The clothes, the earrings, the makeup, the nose ring, the bindi, the shoes. They did all of it. And then they took a picture of it. And then they framed that picture. And that picture was as big as this stage, right? As tall as this stage. And it was in my living room. And that picture haunted me for 15 years. Because anybody comes home, they'll be like, oh, who's this girl? My mom will be like, oh, that is Vic. He likes to dress up as a girl. Show them. Vic, tell them. So one day this couple came home and there was nobody home but me. And they didn't know my parents that well. They looked at this picture and they were like, hey, who's this girl, Vic? I don't know what it was. I think it was all that frustration and anger. I was like, oh, that was my sister. And 8 years back, she passed away in a car accident. And they were like, oh my God, I didn't know. I'm like, yeah, my parents don't like to talk about it. It was a really bad car accident. My parents were in the front. My sister was in the back. A truck got them from behind, right? It was really bad. My parents don't like to talk about it. He was like, okay, let's not talk about it. And this guy looked at the picture and he was like, oh, Vic, you know, your sister, she was so beautiful. I was like, thank you. I mean, I don't want to be dressed up as a girl, but I was glad I was a pretty one. Then I was like, hey, do you have any other questions, right? He was like, no, let's not talk about it, right? And right then, when I was, everyone was quiet, right then, guess who walked into the room? My mom. And this lady who came with this guy, through the conversation, didn't say a word. The minute she saw my mom, she starts breaking down. She's like, oh my God. And then she points to the picture and she's like, how did this happen? I'm like, bitch, I just told you how it happened. I even asked you if you had any questions. And my mom was like, what happened? And the lady was like, no, Vic told me not to talk about it. I'm like, this is how you don't talk about it? By going on talking about it? And at that point, I knew the shit has hit the roof. Yeah. We were so bored, we didn't even have a fan. It was just the roof, right? And for making up a dead sister, my mom will beat the shit out of me, right? I didn't want to get beaten up in front of these two people. So I said, Ma, come into the other room. I'll tell you what happened. Took her to the other room. Shut the door. I said, Ma, you know how much that picture has bothered me. She's like, Vic, just tell me what happened. I was like, Ma, that lady saw that picture and that reminded her of her dead daughter.